Yes, back to school, bitches. I know y'all happy as shit. Everybody, shit. I'm happy watching everybody go off to school, knowing there ain't gonna be a whole bunch of kids being bad and shit, running through the parks and being nasty and shit. Badass teenagers. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. Time to start the show. Good morning, all my kings and queens. Thanks for tuning in, and hello to all my new subscribers. Thanks for watching, and as I always say, I love watching you watch me. Okay, so first I'd like to apologize for not putting as many videos out recently. It's just been, I gotta get that feeling, I can't just be putting anything on out, that's where that fake news and, some people that just want to hear themselves talk, That's where that come from. I can't do that. I honestly tried it. No, it's not me. So, yeah, I haven't been putting out videos because there hasn't really been anything out there that really touched me. The media, you already know how that go. We already know what that is. That is just a cloud effect, masking what really is going on. But guess what I have been doing? I have been on YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Been on YouTube doing a whole bunch of research. Whole bunch. Literally watching, I want to say, close to 6 hours total. Not in just one sitting. But, while I cook and, listen while I clean and everything. Doing my wifely duties. But, yeah, I've been doing my research and I found the perfect video for all my watchers and all my new subscribers. This is called Truth Midstream. Well, you know what? Damn, I done forgot that damn fast. You know what? See, that's what happens when you smoke pot. Well, anyway, we're going to continue on. TruthMediaStream.com is what we about to show, okay? I recently found this on YouTube. I believe they've been keeping this hidden underneath the rug, which is supposed to be, honestly, Agenda 21 with the New World Order, if you look it up. This is called, pretty much, fucking up. I don't even know what to really say about it because I was so shocked. I'm sitting, just watching YouTube and, I just happened to come along this video. And I'd like to thank you for putting this video out there. I really, really do appreciate it. I know they want me to put it out, or they wouldn't have put it out. So, yeah, this is very, 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 very disturbing. We're just going to run this clip, and you're going to hear a chick talk about pretty much not owning anything, pretty much leasing everything. You heard me correctly, like how you lease your car, how, you may lease your furniture, yeah, pretty much. They're talking about this want to happen in 2030, the year 2030. Keep that in mind, okay? Now, they're suggesting, these people already done went through with this shit, okay? I'm not down for this at all. But pretty much, they don't want us to own anything. You heard me correct. They don't want us to own anything, from your clothes to your home to your car. She's like, well, you lease your phone. Why do you want to own your phone? Bitch, because I paid for it. Just like I paid my iPhone off. Yes, and now I own my motherfucking iPhone. Yeah, own it. Don't have to pay nothing on it. You know why? Because I'm smart enough just to use the Wi-Fi. Yeah, you can call motherfuckers for free off of Messenger and Facebook. And I have a landline. So, yes, crazy white woman that you're going to see in this video, I like to own shit. Like my hubby, he owns his car. You heard me. There ain't no lease. There ain't no car note. Bitch, we own it. Straight out right. You know, when I had my Pathfinder, I owned it, bitch. There ain't no car note. You know what I'm saying? We got rid of it, because what's the point when you're a housewife? Where the fuck I'm going to drive? Seriously, ain't that far. Got stores near us. But, you know, anyway, getting off the subject. Yes, they want to push this agenda in 2030 that you don't even own your motherfucking clothes. Yeah. So what we're talking about here, folks, is not owning the clothes on your back, which that really, I'm sorry, I'm not putting on somebody else's clothes. There is no motherfucking way. Now, when I was stripping, yeah, that's when, you know, a girl, we used to trade outfits, but bitch, we washed our shit. Our shit was clean. You dig what I'm saying? We seen the bitch every day. Matter of fact, you seen who the bitch was dancing for in your outfit. You seen how she was treating your shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, hand me my shit back. I'll wash it, here, your shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you lend it out for a couple of days to your girlfriends. But nah, you trying to say strangers, you know what I mean? And if you look closely in this video, you'll see there's tags on all the utilities. You got tags on the stove. I've seen tags on the fridge. Like, come on now, tags on the utensils. Come on, seriously? This is what the world you want to live in? Come on now. This is some dumb shit. And they trying to see who's gonna fall for this. But apparently a lot of people did. Not just a couple, a lot of people did. And I'm saying, there is no way that I'm sharing my motherfucking clothes with anybody. Leasing. Bitch, when I buy a pair of jeans that cost some dough, they mine. I'm not leasing, paying fucking notes on shit. What the fuck? And they doing this, you know, because this is the Agenda 21 it falls under. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's just play this video, because let me tell you, it is some real eye-awakening shit. I'm telling you, y'all people that sleep out there, you better wake up. It is no more time to be left sleeping, okay? So without further ado, enjoy and listen in very closely, and stop what you're doing and watch this video.
Forum, and I had to talk about it because it's such a clear indicator of the drastic shift in society. Not that we're facing in the future and generally down the road, but that it's actually happening right now. It's actually taking place. And if you like your doctor and want to keep him, you're going to love this. So this was on WEFforum.org. That's the Davos site, Davos Elite. And it's written by Ida Auken, member of parliament in Denmark. And I checked, and as far as I could find, she hasn't been to Bilderberg or anything like that. But again, she's a member of the Davos Elite.
We are 7 billion people now on the planet. We're going up to 9 billion. Think about 3 billion people entering the middle class, all wanting cars, mobile phones, computers, eating meat. I mean, this is a huge pressure on the resources we have.
But she appears to be very much what I assume would be a Bernie Sanders style socialist. But she's also hoping that people in the near future will own nothing. That's their big answer to income inequality. They've been talking about it at these conferences for years. They've been talking about universal income, what to do when people can't work. And their answer is people of the future will own nothing. The Davos Elite, preparing for their annual confab next month, have acknowledged the growing problem of the underman, who's threatened by the rising cost of living, discouraged by the lack of better paying opportunities overall, and all the other factors that go into living in the society that we've been in. And the answer of the 1%, and those even fewer who could be counted among the billionaires of the planet who own more than anyone else listed in the phone book, and their answer is that we should own nothing at all. And we've talked a lot about the smart city, how much that's being used for control, but this goes beyond anything. It's straight into Marxist serfdom, actually without the problem of work and without the problem of the working man's struggle. So it's neo-feudalism, but with a new twist. Here's how it goes. Here's what Ida Auken wrote in her column for Davos. Welcome to the year 2030. Welcome to my city, or should I say, our city. I don't own anything. I don't own a car. I don't own a house. I don't own any appliances or any clothes. I sound like I'm from a Dr. Seuss novel. It might seem odd to you, but it makes perfect sense for us in this city. Everything you considered a product has now become a service. We have access to transportation, accommodation, food, and all the things we need in our daily lives. One by one, these things became free, so it ended up not making sense for us to own much anymore.
Why do you want to own your cell phone? I mean, you want the function, you want the service, right? Why do you want to own a cell phone if you can just lease it? And if you lease, why shouldn't you lease your refrigerator or your washing machine or your dishwasher? Or why do you want to own it? I mean, it's not like the plastic in the middle. It's like, I own a broke dishwasher. I mean, wow.
We don't own cars anymore. There's driverless vehicles and flying cars for longer journeys. I think we've had that one promised before.
So why don't you want to go into a business model where the company owns it?
Ida Aachen writes that in 2030 in our city, we don't pay any rent because someone else is using our free space whenever we don't need it. Someone else is sleeping in your living room when you're not around, or cooking in your kitchen when you're done making dinner. She writes, my living room is being used for business meetings when I'm not there, and once in a while I will choose to cook for myself. It's easy, even the necessary kitchen equipment isn't owned, it's delivered to the door by drones within minutes. Environmental problems seem so far away, she says, because of course it can never really be that far away from Agenda 21. She writes, the air is clean, the water's clean, and nobody would dare touch the protected areas of nature because they constitute such value to our well-being. No one is allowed to go into the wilderness, but in the cities, there's plenty of green space and plants and trees all over. She says that even shopping has changed. You don't really shop anymore. It's more of a choosing of things just to use and to borrow, and that she used to find it fun to actually pick things out for herself, but over time she found the algorithm did it for her better and knows her own taste better than she does. And there's a flashback, of course, when AI and robots took over so much of our work. We suddenly had time to eat, to sleep well, to spend time with people. Instead of working, there was thinking time, creative time, and development time. But for a time, everything was just entertainment. She laments those who lost their way, who decided it was too much, all this technology, those who felt obsolete and useless when robots and AI took over. It sounds like Davos watched our film, which, by the way, you can watch on Amazon Prime, and now they're writing about it, and now it's really happening in the world that we live in. They say that people who got upset with the political system moved out and they live in basically 19th century villages with old technology. And basically they're not valued in society, but neither is anyone else. So that's the future society, but you don't own anything. And
do you know how much a car drives? How much of its life? 4%. Or if you take a drill, it's used 15 minutes. It's not a lot, is it? And most of us, I know there are some guys here that really love to own a drill. But for the rest of us, we just want a hole in a wall, right? And I think we're going to a place where we just want mobility, where we don't care so much about owning a car. It's actually a bit of trouble. If you just come to driverless car and pick me up and I can drive around and this car will be driving all the time.
Things could be taken away at a whim, but even this parliament member from Davos writes about the pitfalls. Once in a while, she writes, I get annoyed about the fact that I have no real privacy. Nowhere can I go and not be registered. I know that. I know somewhere everything I do, think, and dream of is recorded. I hope that no one will use it against me. But she still insists that this is a way better society because in the old society, terrible things were happening. There were lifestyle diseases from couch potatoes, and there was pollution and waste and climate change and congested cities and social unrest and unemployment and everything else that's part of life. So she says that's why the world of 2030 would be so much better if we owned nothing and we were basically peons who don't even have to do work and really just have to hang out. Well, it sounds really cool for a feature-length film or a theme park ride. And you're all like, yeah, wow, cool, man, I want my turn. That sounds pretty good. But after you go around the block once or twice, you think, I've seen this movie. It's 2001.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
It's Logan's Run, The Wizard of Oz, it's Rollerball, it's The Hunger Games, Gattaca 1984, Brave New World, Divergent, Soylent Green, etc. I've seen that movie, I've actually seen all those movies. And you realize one fatal flaw. What happens if they don't like what I say? And what happens if I don't like or believe in what they do anymore? What about my rights, man? There's no guarantee of freedom or absolute respect of rights. And you're just another, basically, head of cattle in the global management system, the biodiversity system, of which you count very little in the overall schemes. And you don't even have privacy in your own head when you sleep at night. There is no guarantee of freedom or absolute respect of rights at all, including privacy, and everything shifts according to what is already acceptable and what certain people wish to make acceptable. And it's always between those lines, and your rights mean nothing because your dreams were so unlimited that you fall for anything. We all love our stuff, and free stuff is better. We take the ride and grumble as quietly as possible about the drawbacks and the back-end shafting and raw deals that are constantly offered up. The theme park ride would become torture rather than entertainment if you were never allowed off of it. And basically, I think once reality kicked in, it might not be the best system. Because in this future system which they're building, they're shifting people into it, and the internet's a huge part of it, there is no guarantee of freedom. They will censor you, they will shut down your channel, they will deauthorize your account, your bank card will not work.
First of all, we all know these smart cities of the future will be highly technologically controlled grids where everything, including you, will be tracked and traced everywhere you go. Some people chuckle when you bring up Mark of the Beast, but there will be some kind of chip or digital tattoo or some kind of thing that will be required for you to move about in this city, to travel, to engage in commerce, and just think about it. Right now we've already been upgraded to a chip system in our credit cards where we're getting used to seeing a chip every time we pay for something. Just follow that out to its logical conclusion. Davos, Bilderberg, George Soros, the United Nations, all these other elites and foundations are really pursuing universal basic income, which essentially makes the government your boss and leaves you completely dependent on it for everything. And it's no joke to say that in a society like that, if you don't follow the rules, they can turn your access off, like Sandra Bullock's life in the movie The Net. And those rules, by the way, might start out at an acceptable point that seems reasonable, but just consider all of the constraints they can put on you and yours and how you live your life in the interest of the public good in our collective city of 2030. Mandatory vaccinations, for example, and medical treatments. Your health, including mental, will be considered community property in a place like this. For two, the entire city will obviously be a gun-free zone. Or, maybe they decide nobody's gonna eat red meat anymore except once a year on your birthday. The United Nations came out and said that red meat's bad for you, so maybe they'll just make sure no one can even have that. You just don't even get access to it. Really, basically just any rule they decide to make, if you're in this system and economically dependent upon it, you're giving yourself up to the whims of the collective. Maybe they outlaw homeschool. Or maybe they force everyone to get up and exercise at 8 a.m. every morning because it's good for you and because obesity is now considered a disease. And think about it, with Obamacare, they've already got everyone paying an individual shared responsibility payment if you don't buy their health insurance. There's no limit to the number of things that they will be able to control in a society where the majority of everyone owns nothing and is completely dependent on the government for everything that they do get. So how much more of a leap is it to say these kinds of things, right? Maybe they, mandate some sort of antidepressant in the water, for the good of society, keep everyone real happy and chilled out. Sounds loony. It sounds like Brave New World. Well, so did the suggestion of the future these people are creating right now once upon a time. But they're talking about it like this is a real possibility that they're actually working towards. If you think about it, the younger generations have been socially engineered to live in this society. To not say anything that's going to offend someone else because they might get triggered, and everyone should have a safe space. These kids have been engineered not to buy houses, not to buy cars, not to get married, not to have families, and really not to be able to find their way out of a paper bag without Googling it first. They have become totally dependent on the internet and computers for the majority of their existence. Back when we were kids, for example, we couldn't wait to turn 16 and get our driver's license because that meant freedom. But larger and larger portions of millennials are still living with their parents at age 30 now. They don't even know what freedom is anymore. They don't even have the same concept of freedom or privacy. Privacy doesn't even exist for these kids. They have always lived their lives sharing everything about themselves on the computer, filming themselves all the time, and being filmed all the time, and that's just normal to them. So the privacy concept is being quashed anyway. This is why Bilderberg asked a couple of years back, does privacy exist? It was a rhetorical question because they know that privacy has already been extinct for a while. And these millennials have been engineered for this exact smart grid city, where everything, right down to the trash can, will have sensors in it so the proper authorities can be alerted in real time if you don't recycle properly for the good of the planet. We've already shown you guys before in reports about the smart city. Everything in your house will be connected to the internet. It will be sending out signals in real time, data about everything you're doing in your house, what you're eating, how much energy you're using, water, I mean just pretty much everything, so that it can be tracked and monitored and they can make sure you stay within your quota. And if you turn up the air conditioning a little too high in the summer, they'll make sure and turn it down for you. You'll really have no control over your life at all. You will be part of this collective system. And the society these people are pushing us towards is a dystopic nightmare that's already happening in slow motion. You won't even be able to sleep at night in your own bed because it won't be your bed and have privacy in your own brain. So I guess count me as one of those poor saps that became obsolete and is living out in the wild like a crazy person in a tree or whatever. That's fine. Like how I'm gonna live in this crazy ass society that they're suggesting. I can't even fathom it. It sounds insane.
Car share for a long time was a problem because people left stuff in the cars and it's a little bit disgusting. But now, you rate people, so you don't leave stuff in the car, you just behave better. So the information technology has made it much more easy to share things.
And again, we talked about all this stuff, all these themes come up in our film Obsolete, which we're just trying to talk about this stuff. The end of the need to work for a living and the institution of the universal basic income concept, it sounds good and it makes sense in many regards. It sounds like a better system, but it is fundamentally flawed and therefore doomed. Can somebody pass me a roll of toilet paper and help me order some kitchen materials, maybe a breakfast bowl?
Alright, now, everyone has seen that video. I find it very, 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 very disturbing. Okay? Welcome to 2030, folks. Now, this lady, Miss Ida Margaret Mia Auken. I don't even give a fuck if I said it right or wrong. Former Minister for the Environment of Denmark has plans for 2030 for universal income and its rising cost of living. We should own nothing at all. Nothing, folks. Not a motherfucking thing. Damn. This is just really disturbing. She's saying, why own an appliance? A car, a home, phone? Lease everything. Fucking dishwasher, stove, everything. Your clothes, the drawers, your bed that you lay on, like your jewelry. This bitch don't own shit. That's why she worried about it. This is fucking ridiculous. Seriously, government, you really think we gonna do this? We not doing this. Seriously, y'all done took enough now. Seriously, people don't work hard. Now, let me tell you something. I own my motherfucking iPad. I own my phone. I own my clothes on my back. I own my diamonds. I own my fake diamonds. I own my shoes. My man owns everything. He owns his clothes, his car. Own. Yes. We renting for now, but soon to own. Yeah. You already got us on that property tax, so we've never really will really ever own the home that we live in, even if the mortgage is paid off. You know why? Because of property tax. So the government will always own it. Yeah. So let's just go back to this, okay? Now, they saying living room being used when you're not there. This is leasing, this is near future. Fuck that. There ain't nobody up in my crib. sitting, farting, shitting on my toilet that I don't know, that I don't fuck with. You leasing shit. You gonna wear my clothes. You gonna sit on my couch. You may put a burnt hole. You know how much our couch costs? Over $2,000. You think you gonna fucking just sit there, put a burnt hole? Oh, I'm sorry, girl. Yeah, no, nigga. But you think you gonna eat up the food and shit? At least that. Oh, see. Let's continue. Now they saying also we can't touch nature. You can't go into the wilderness. That means no more fishing, no more hunting. See, y'all being dramatic with this shit. They say just choose and borrow. They want to let AI take over everything so they can sleep and catch up on things and spend time with family and enjoy lives while AI took over everything. Excuse me, we can spend time with people if y'all motherfuckers stay off your phone and leave your house instead of just FaceTiming or on Facebook, Snapchat. Motherfuckers just want to do that instead of just get out and see the world and go be with their people. She talking about, oh, who cares about drills and tools? You know, some of us just want to use it for a second. Bitch, because you ain't handy. You don't know how to do shit. Fucking all these millenniums, y'all don't know how to do shit out there. Nothing. Don't even know how to fucking cook nowadays. Don't even know how to put a fucking headlight. Change a tire. Like, seriously? What's prepping? Dumb motherfucker. This is ridiculous. Not all y'all millenniums, just the dumb ones, excuse me. Now, she's saying, also, who cares about drills and cars? Now, if we lease everything, you could just, just take it. Girl, it could be taken away in a blink of an eye. Meanwhile, she's complaining of having no privacy. I quote, once in a while, I get annoyed about the fact that I have no real privacy. Nowhere can I go and not be registered. I know that somewhere everything I do, think, and dream of is being recorded. I just hope that nobody will use it against me. Quote, you out your motherfucking mind. So that means somehow they can read your dreams and thoughts. Meaning they can also probably put thoughts and make you have certain types of dreams. In your own motherfucking mind. Which means we don't even own our own thoughts. Pause. Just think about that. That means that movie that we watched with Tom Cruise can actually happen. Or is it already in play as we speak? Pretty much, all of our rights are being taken away. If you don't speak up now, you won't be able to speak up later when it's too late. Seriously, folks, it's time for a wake-up call. Now, we're going to do another clip of how they got these small-ass goddamn apartments, complexes, and these white folks sitting up in there like, oh, yeah, this is just what we want. See, no. And then think about it. It's more expensive to live in these small-ass complex, miniature little shitholes than it is what the fuck we live in now. You see, man. And you know it's always the white folks out there trying this shit. I want to see if there's a black man up in there, up in this high ass fucking agenda shit, New World Order pulling on.
This place has really been designed around us. It's about having a space that works for you.
Before we even designed this apartment, we had to think about what do we actually need. Everything has a place, down to where the teapot might have its place. So this is a compact apartment, 25 square meters.
This is our living room, our dining room, our hosting space. It's all in one, and so we've had to...
Where we sleep as well.
Yeah, correct, over there.
Sydney's property market has really caused us to think creatively in terms of where we live and how we live.
We have tried to fit out this place so that the storage suits the things that we have, not more, not less.
And that's just being mindful and really questioning, do we really need this and how does it really add value to our life?
Part of using this space well has been incorporating a lot of storage. We've got lots of little nooks and crannies where we can tuck things away. This table can be packed away above the oven. We can reconfigure the space depending on what we're doing and depending on our needs. This screen door here can open out so that you can watch TV while sitting on the couch, or it can close and watch TV from bed. After we wash the dishes, we put them away above the sink. That's a good use of space. We don't have any door handles in the apartment, and it sounds like such a simple thing, but it just means you can move around a lot more freely. To be honest, one of the biggest benefits of living here is how easy this place is to clean. I'd say it takes half an hour to clean the whole place. Silly, but we really appreciate that because we don't want to spend all our time and energy thinking about maintaining, and having a small, decluttered, very simple place means we can spend time and energy doing other things. Living in a tiny apartment does mean that we don't have our own backyard.
We have an abundance of parks around the area. That's been a big part of why we chose this place. One of the sustainable aspects about living in a compact apartment is that you have a smaller footprint. We're only taking up 12, 13 square meters each, I guess. 12, 13 square meters each, I guess. We need to be conscious about how we live and the way we live in a space, and definitely push for sustainability when we can. As cities grow and land becomes more scarce, compact living is one of the ways you can live in an efficient way. It's not feasible to continuously build new structures. We should rethink the whole process and be considering how we can adapt existing buildings to suit our needs.
Well, just my 2 cents, just putting it out there. Motherfuckers better be ready. Because let me tell you, if they doing all this, just imagine what else they doing while we not paying attention. Media, you doing a horrible job, but hey, you just puppets, so I guess you're doing a great job at your job. Does that even make sense? Alright, well, so, they did that video in 2017. It is now 2018. And it is plenty of people out there that is accepting this. Now, just to let you know, there is plenty of other people out there too that must be saying this. My clothes and shoes alone, and my hubby's clothes and shoes alone, would take up that whole damn place. The only thing we would have room for is Buddy, Ginger. Yeah. We wouldn't even all be able to live in there. Whole family. Just be like, yeah, we own that place right there, and we own the one next to us because we have no room. They don't want us to own anything in these small ass places. You ain't got shit. So that means you pretty much have to get rid of mostly everything you fucking own just to move in this place and pay most likely double the amount, unless you on welfare, which ain't gonna really be out there that far. 2030 is gonna be gone. They already trying to cashless society on us. You know what I'm saying? The chip in the credit card. No, I ain't got no fucking chip on my credit card. And mandatory vaccines, just my 2 cents. I had the flu shot. A bitch almost died. That shit ain't for me. I'm allergic to it. So I know for sure I'm going to be allergic to the RFID chip. I'm not getting no fucking allergic reaction and die because y'all motherfuckers want, half of us to be off. I'm contributive, nigga. Let me tell you that right now. Alright? Takes the army to take care of my hubby. Shit. Now, let me tell you something. I know y'all must be talking about the people that's out there just taking from the welfare and just lynching and fraud and doing shit. I agree. They shouldn't. I mean, that may sound fucked up, but I'm just saying the motherfuckers that been out there on welfare and shit for years and years and years. Honestly, y'all should have just put them on the island and let them fend for themselves. Seriously. Talking about generations, but see, I'm getting off the topic right now. Right now, we are talking about how in Denmark, they are going along with this dumb shit. And how in other places, you ride down the city, also they got these little ass apartments, these little complex things. Well, ain't flying, honey. Let me tell you that right now. Me and my hubby need space. You know what I'm saying? We are recently, right now. Man, I just don't see it happening. Seriously. We love our space. It ain't gonna happen. Anything bigger is always better. Now, I'm gonna go back and talk about, this leasing everything with this dumb chick. And I'm gonna call her dumb because she may sound educated, but is dumb, real street talk. Like, come on. leasing. Like, I was just thinking, like, what about people that come up to your crib and got germs and shit, leasing, touching your shit? You know what I mean? What happens if somebody piss in your bed, may have an accident, shit like, there's just so much stuff. What happened, like, you leasing, motherfucker come up in your crib and got bed bugs? Who the fuck is gonna take care of that? And also, what about all these rappers and stuff that, well, they don't care because they lease out other people mansions and shit and houses, but that means somebody can lease on top of that and they don't even own their shit. Well, they're already a puppet and a slave, so they never really own anything. So we're going to scratch the art. We're not going to put the celebrities in here. All right, we're going to talk about real people, okay? You and I and everybody else, okay? Like, people we know. There is no way that we're going to let somebody lease our shit. It just really doesn't make any comprehensive sense. But, of course, in this new world order, they just want one everything. One religion, no money, just borrow. They just want everything fucked. Like, I just can't comprehend in my head how somebody can just want that for everyone, just to be, nothing. Like, no wilderness and nothing, but meanwhile, you starting the fucking fires. Like, all this stuff that's happening in California is just my 2 cents, but it's all man-made. Okay? Unless it's just some dumb motherfucker out there smoking a cigarette all the time and keep, But, no. This is all, you got the weather modifications, starting up all these storms. It's just so sad. Yes, evil, they say Satan's way, all that bullshit. It's just true. I'm just saying it's bullshit because it's bullshit that people actually want to go through this instead of living a happy life and enjoying what God gave us, But, I digress, because it's just too much to all sink in. So anyway, thanks for watching, and as we always say on my show, love, peace, and hate.